Alrighty, let's start part 2 of the Falconer Predator mask. We're going to go back to the dome, pieces G. Sorry for the shaky camera. New setup for parts of this. Alright, we're going to extend the triangle marks near the front of the dome over the top of it. And then we're going to flip the dome over, and we're going to add the marks from the back of the dome to the bottom of the foam. Next, we're going to apply glue between and a bit past the two markers at the front of the dome. This is just in case you don't get it perfectly centered. There's still glue there. Alright, then we're going to flip over the dome and apply glue on the bottom from the front marks all the way to the marks at the back. We're going to do this on both sides of the dome. Lastly, we're going to glue the outward cut edge on the top of the dome here. Once the glue is ready, we're going to start to combine the face mask and the dome. Begin by attaching the dome to the outward cut edge of piece B of the face mask like so. Take your time with this, as an off-center dome can look a bit awkward. Alright, now we're going to attach the F pieces to the dome. Attach the F pieces under the dome like so, and make sure F curves with the curve of the dome. Not all of the F piece will reach under the dome. This is part of the design, so don't worry. Alright, now do the same thing for the second F piece. This is a good time to go back and make sure that everything is attached firmly, as this is a stress point of the mask. This is what the mask should look like now. Now we're going to take our two H pieces and apply glue along the inward cut edge at the top and along the top of the middle of the piece here, all the way down to the outward cut edge, as well as these two edges at the bottom of piece H. It's a lot, so I'm just going to repeat it again. You're going to take glue along the inward cut edge, along the middle of the piece on the top of it, and as well these two edges at the bottom of piece H. Once the glue is ready, we're going to attach the H piece to the face mask. The right side of the mask should have the top pointy bit of piece H pointing away from the mask, but the curve is going to follow the curve of the dome. Take your time with this part. Begin attaching the bottom of piece H with the end of piece E, like I'm doing here. Then bring piece H up and attach it to the bottom of the dome just under piece F. Then begin pressing piece H to the bottom of the dome like so until you get to the top where there's the inward cut edge of piece H. This part of piece H you're going to actually pull up and attach the inward cut face to the edge of the dome around the marked area that we added glue to before. The next is we're going to add a brace piece onto the inside of the mask to help curve the mask inwards. Begin by tracing a line about an inch from the bottom of the mask where brace A is going to go. Do this on both sides of the mask. Next, apply glue to this area that you've traced out, as well as along one of the faces, not the edge, the face of brace A. Once the glue is ready, attach brace A to the inside of the mask while pinching the mask slightly so that the mask is inward some more. By doing this, the brace is going to keep that curve once you release the pinch. Alright, last thing we're going to work on is the laser sight we're going to attach to the side of the Predator mask. We're going to be making this laser sight for the right side of the mask. Begin by adding glue to the 3 side edges of piece M. It's a square, so it shouldn't really matter which side. Then add glue on one flat side of piece O along the inner curve here, as well as just before the outward cut edge here. Apply glue to the same area on piece N, taking into account piece N is the mirror of piece O. Next, apply glue to both outside edges of piece L, as well as just before the outward cut of piece L, like so. Once the glue is ready, attach piece M to piece L just before the outward cut of piece L here. You want the diagonal cut of piece L to point downward. The outward cut piece should still stick out from piece M just a little bit. Alright, now we're going to attach piece N to piece M with the outward edge again sticking out over piece M. The attached piece L and N, you'll notice there is a gap where the two can't meet, and that is part of the design, so don't worry. Do the same thing with piece O to complete the laser sight. Alright, so you'll notice that the laser sight is hollow. I did this so that you could add electronics or lights to the laser sight that come from inside the mask or behind it. If you aren't adding electronics, you won't be able to tell that it's hollow, so don't worry about it. Now we need to attach the laser sight to the rest of the helmet. As you can see here, we're going to glue the sight to the top of piece J, just before it meets piece E, and along the bottom face of piece H. I didn't film this part for whatever reason, but use a marker and draw out where you want the laser sight to go, and then apply glue to this marked out spot. Once you're happy with the position, apply glue to the bottom edges of the laser sight where you're going to put it on piece J and the bottom piece of H, like I'm doing here. Once the glue is set, attach the laser sight, and then you're done! Here are a few shots of my finished and painted Falconer Predator mask. Hope you enjoyed the template, as well as the tutorial. See you next time. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more cosplay content.